Good afternoon. I'm Kathy, and I'm here in Rossman at the Hunger Coalition Mobile Food Market. And today I am going to show you how to make a delicious lentil vegetable soup. And what's really neat about this is that most of the ingredients for this soup we actually have at our market today. And so I'm going to start putting a little oil in the bottom of my pot. The recipe calls for a tablespoon of oil. We'll put that in there. And now our oil is warmed up and we're ready. We're going to put in a cup and a half of shredded cabbage. And we're going to put in, now the recipe says a half an onion, but I really like onions, so we're going with a whole onion. And we're going to do 1 cup of carrots diced and a half a cup of celery sliced. And we're going to let that cook a little bit. Now it also calls for garlic, which I just love garlic. And so the garlic I mixed into my onion. So that's got a couple of garlic cloves in there. Adds wonderful flavor. And it says just to cook until softened for a few minutes. Alright, and then when that has softened a bit, we are going to add 4 cups of water. And we are going to add a cup and a half of lentils. Lentils are a wonderful plant-based source of protein. And they taste wonderful, and they really don't take near as long to cook as some other type of beans do. So you'll want to wash them and drain them, which I've already done. So here's a cup and a half of lentils are going in. And we are going to put in 4 potatoes diced. And then we're going to put in 1 cup of cut green beans. And 1 cup of frozen peas. As you can see, this is just loaded with wonderful, healthy vegetables. And this is the kind of a soup that, you know, you can put in what you have on hand. And if you don't have every one of these vegetables on hand, as long as you have those lentils, the lentils and the onion and the carrot, they're kind of necessities. But some of the rest of those vegetables, you can put in what you have. Alright, we are going to add some seasoning. Now this seasoning, because I like to make this plant-based, this is called Better Than Bouillon, no beef base. So it's supposed to be like a beef bouillon, but it's all totally plant-based. And it makes the soup taste very good. It's a little sticky. Get that in there. When it gets heated up, it'll all be heated up in there, and you'll never know that it's all that gummy stuff. And then we're also going to season it with a little salt. We're going to put a teaspoon and a half of salt. And we're going to put in a half a teaspoon of dried basil. and a half a teaspoon of dried parsley. Okay. Now we'll just stir that well. And we are going to bring it to a boil and let it, then turn it down and let it simmer for about 45 minutes until those lentils are soft and the green beans, of course, the other vegetables have cooked. Now, because I don't want you to have to sit here and wait 45 minutes, when that is done, what we will do is add 1 can of diced tomato. And it's really good if you can use the ones that are the Italian seasoning kind. Even the fire roasted are delicious in this. So after 45 minutes, I would pour those tomatoes in, and also we will put in 1 cup of V8 juice, and it's better, of course, if you can put in the low sodium V8 juice. I've got this turned backwards. Where am I getting there? I'm almost to a cup. Okay. And of course, with a soup, it's not like a cake where everything has to be quite as precise. And then you would allow that to simmer with your tomato and your the V8 juice for another 15 minutes. Here's the finished product, which we're actually going to let people sample today. And not only can they sample it, but then, as I mentioned earlier, they'll be able to pick up many of the ingredients for this soup. And we also have recipes that we will hand out to them. And maybe you want to get a shot of this recipe so that people watching this could also make it. All right, let's see how folks like this soup today. Try that. See if you like it. What you think? Delicious.
Delicious.